1.
Comcast. There will come a day, young people, that you will look upon these minions like Ewoks, and you will rue the day you made them popular. Irritation! Irritation! Opening shots of New York landmarks tell me this is going to be Universal's first kid-friendly animated apocalypse movie. Here's the camera panning up the Brooklyn Bridge, and oh look, right across the way is the...
Hey guys! We're back with another Went Wrong video, and I'm here with my friend on Xbox One. Say hi, Rain Pro.
Hi.
There you go. And yeah, let's start the video.
Empire State Building. Exactly how I remember New York.
I've lived in this city all my life.
Canine narration.
She was looking for a roommate, and so was I!
Katie throws her opportunity to split expensive New York City rent in the shit by adopting a dog. I'm willing to overlook the fact that he ate this ridiculous number of shoes, because dogs be crazy and shit. But what I can't overlook is a f***ing walk-in closet in a Manhattan apartment. Jesus, movie, we get it. Even Woody Allen doesn't romanticize New York this much.
Sit. Spin.
Katie repeats an insult she's presumably heard many times on the city streets. Even though it's clearly cold enough for Katie to wear a jacket and a scarf, most of what we're going to see in this movie is spring or fall, and Katie's winter wear is a lie.
Hey, Max.
It's less amazing to me that dogs can talk to each other in this movie than it is that two New Yorkers left their windows wide the f*** open while away from the house. I mean, the fire escape is right f***ing there. No. All that blind would do is go down farther, and even if it did go back up, it would irritatingly stop at the halfway point in the window. Also, did this guy not take his dog out this morning? Mostly I'm noticing a pattern of these owners being horrible. Everyone in this goddamn building leaves for work at the exact same time in the morning. Aren't there any unemployed slackers, or night shift workers, or YouTubers around to witness the daily petapalooza? Also, everyone in this building seems to own a pet. Is it a requirement on the application?
Later, Runty!
Whoa, what the hell is Runty doing in that cage? Oh yeah, sure, he's running. This is a cute shout-out, but why would a bird owner have a giant poster of the movie that had everyone freak the hell out about birds? Does he have a Birdemic poster in his bedroom? This cat is capable of opening a refrigerator, which has this giant handle on it. That would require acrobatics this fat cat is not capable of. Not to mention having to jump on the counter to reach it in the first place. Who leaves a whole goddamn chicken exposed in the fridge? And are you telling me this never happened before? This cat's owner is the most oblivious person who ever walked this earth. Did she spend all that time preparing and cooking it last night? Think, you know what, I'd rather have pizza than throw that whole f***er in the icebox? So far we've seen all kinds of animals make messes, break into appliances, rub their asses on the floor, pee in the flower pot, and generally with things. The secret the movie's selling here is that pets are really dicks.
You be a good boy, Leonard!
This appears to be playing on an iPod of some sort, so who bought this song so the dogs can rock out? Also, we've gotten into some serious Toy Story level bullshit here, where supposedly these animals have been able to do everything in secret without someone walking in unexpectedly and exposing their hidden lifestyles.
Because nobody could ever love a cat the way they love a dog.
That's catsist. Chloe could have come through the several windows that are wide open, but chooses to squeeze her fat ass through this one that's partially closed.
The next thing I know, I wake up, I'm in the sky! Wait a minute, the sky? Yeah, there's suitcases everywhere. I'm locked up in a crate.
So how did you know you were in the sky when you were in the baggage area?
Buddy!
Jesus Christ, she doesn't even lock the front door? This is f***ing New York City! I'm going to start calling this dog Buzz Lightyear. I have no idea why, but just go with it.
This is Duke. He's going to be your brother.
Katie should probably spend less time collecting dogs and focus on actually getting that roommate.
Maybe we could share.
Somehow, through animated proportional f***ery, this movie is going to show that this dog can possibly fit in this bed.
He stole my...
Wait, if the language the dogs use to communicate with each other just sounds like barking to humans, then why don't they do it all the time? This isn't a secret life after all.
And if it's gonna come down to you or me, it's gonna be me!
You see, if this conversation involved a bunch of barking, which is how it would sound to Katie, she would have come to see what the problem was, right?
You guys be good. I'll see you later.
Katie has no clue about this new dog, whether he's housebroken, if he chews on stuff, if he's gonna kill Max, but leaves without taking any precautions. I can't tell whether Katie is just blissfully clueless or consistently high. Are every one of these vent flaps missing proper screws so that this guinea pig can crash into every apartment? And the last time we saw Norman, he was in a duct that was near the ceiling. So what kind of ventilation system does this apartment building have, where it has floor and ceiling shafts? Katie positions this end table like 3 feet away from the couch or chair, making reaching the remote impossible, and it may be the narrowest, highest end table I've ever seen.
Hey, Gidget!
This is the least believable scene in the movie, where a group of dogs walk straight down the sidewalk without all of them running in separate directions to smell something. Also, why is Max's leash so much longer than the other dogs?
Hey, what's up?
The power of boners will cause the chain reaction for this animated adventure to finally adventure.
Oh my gosh, what happened to you? Oh, I had a fight, alright?
I wish this movie would explain how humans can't hear what the pets are saying, but dogs and cats and guinea pigs and hawks share the exact same language. There was an argument between the director and the animators on enough cats. Also, I know they're supposed to be alley cats, but this is ridiculous. Why would they just appear out of nowhere to defend this asshole? Have cats ever been interested in solidarity? Also, some of these cats are hiding in clothes hanging on these wires, which is funny, but then you have to imagine a cat gripping those clothes from the inside for hours without getting uncomfortable, and cats don't do uncomfortable.
I just remembered I gotta be somewhere! That guy, huh?
Duke smartly escapes this situation, but Doggy CK decides to stick around and try some new material on the horde of deranged cats.
Run!
Has anyone ever seen these dedicated animal control officers who only appear in movies? Since when do they patrol the streets like cops looking for running animals? And this guy is obviously derelict in his duty, because the alley next door is a cesspool of cats. Main character's trapped in a vehicle driving right past where they're supposed to be, cliché. These animals are trying to break out this big dog that's on the truck, so I'm wondering how they knew the truck was going to be here at this very moment. Animal control guy continues to drive, even though the threat he's running from is in the car with him. More door-opening shenanigans from the animals in this movie, who obviously consulted Finding Dory for all the door-opening happening in this movie. Carrot key. Also, carrot key that doesn't break immediately when trying to turn it in this metal lock. Accurate depiction of Manhattan driving. Movie goes to Suicide Squadian levels to force me to say they all survived this.
Over here, in this dark and foreboding shed.
Does every movie apartment rooftop have a shed where someone keeps birds? Tiberius went through this whole ruse to get Gidget to unlock his cage and take his hood off, but he didn't notice he was chained to the f***ing shed this whole time. I don't know what's more annoying, that there are several unnecessary vignettes in this movie, but that Gidget happens to be involved in almost all of them. This is as good a time as any to ask how Snowball can live in the sewer yet remain brilliantly white.
Password. Look at me. I am your leader.
Just give him the f***ing password, dude. I mean, surely there are a million white bunnies that look exactly like you, so shouldn't you get mad if they don't ask you for the password?
Home of the flushed pets.
Hey, kinda like that movie Flushed Away that nobody saw, so it can be easily copied without anyone noticing. Yeah, but how does this work? You have natural predators and prey all living together, but they all get along? Do they only feed on rival rats from Ratatouille?
You can't hurt someone with a spoon.
Says the guy who just fashioned a key out of a carrot.
Ricky.
Even in cartoons, even in the sewer, even with a bunch of animals, they somehow found a way to overdose on candle usage.
Ricky was the only soldier I had that was ready to kill humans on sight.
So if the flushed pets are literally about a war against humans, why don't they kill more humans? Sounds like Ricky was the only one, even though they have a f***ing crocodile in their army. Also, this underground introduction to resistance fighters scene is a little more Demolition Man than I think they intended.
I was a magician's rabbit for kids' parties. But then, bunny tricks went out of style.
So, is this set in the 1960s? Tiberius was out looking for Max and had no clue about his backstory, just his description. So how and why did he capture one of the alley cats?
Where is Max?
Okay, he's in the sewers!
Even if there were a way that the cat actually knew who and where the flushed pets were, Max just got there like an hour ago, so there's no way he could have gotten that intel so quickly.
What are you doing initiating a couple domestics?
Domestics?
Yeah, we just jumped those two in the alley, slashed off their collars.
Yeah, but all these members used to be domestics, right? They're called the f***ing flushed pets. Who cares that Max and Duke were just recently caught by animal control? They would have no reason to believe they didn't just abandon their owners. What the f*** is this thing holding up this pile of bricks? In a sewer? What's its function?
You squished the sacrifice work?
Did you motherfuckers not see what happened? I mean, a resounding no is the answer to that stupid question. What the f***?
You might actually deserve this. This might be something that was long overdue. They shouldn't have came like this, not on my watch.
Way too much of letting Kevin Hart do this.
Come on!
You know, this movie really hasn't earned the burgeoning Max-Duke friendship. They were assholes to each other in the first 30 minutes of the movie and basically just met. Max was a dick to Duke on the first night. Duke became an even bigger dick, then Max became an even bigger dick than Duke. I haven't seen them have one conversation together yet that didn't involve hating each other or being dicks, but now we're rooting for them to escape. Why? Duke Mario's a turtle and then goes into a pipe where he'll most likely warp to a later level.
We're sorry! Can this be over now?
Max summarizes my feelings about watching this movie.
When I got my claws caught in the curtains, who pulled me down? Max did.
There's a supreme level of story missing from this movie to make any of this feel right. Max is basically the hero of this apartment building, but we've never seen him do anything heroic. We're only hearing about it just now. Remember Toy Story, the movie this movie wants to be? Woody is established early on as the leader and favorite. We root for him because it looks like he cares about the rest of the toys and treats them with respect. But Max has done nothing to earn that.
When that random cat tried to eat Sweet Pea, who saved him?
It wasn't a random cat, it was you.
How come every animal in this movie can talk except for Sweet Pea? Max and Duke attended the Jim Gordon School of Escaping Sewers. It appears we've now hit the Ex Machina portion of the film. Everything will now be something saves Max and Duke at the last minute kind of things.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be ending this video here, and check back later with me because I'll be doing the other part of this. So yeah, guys, and boom, 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 pop, 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 peace.